Hey guys, ChickenCraftia here with an episode of Minecraft. In this episode, or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be showing you how to make an automatic vending machine. So, pretty much how this is going to work is you're going to build a venture map, a store, whatever you want, and it's super compact. It's as compact as I could possibly get it. And you're gonna go over to this chest and you're going to fill it with currency. Now, I'll show you probably in another episode how to change the amount of currency that it requires to dispense the item, which is from this dispenser right here. But for right now, we're going to be using these two examples. So, in this one, it requires 2 currency, and this one it requires 10. So, pretty much, here's our currency. Just kidding, it's not diamonds. Yeah, I broke your hearts, I'm sorry. So, pretty much, our currency right here is surprisingly water bottles. So, I'll explain this in a bit, but right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what's going to happen. So I'm going to put 9 of these water bottles in. This comparator is going to figure out how many stacks of items are in the chest. So I'm going to display that into redstone signal, and I have a chart down there, how many stacks equals, how much output. And then it's going to go down through here and here and here. Deactivate this torch that's keeping this hopper from draining items in this chest. And it's going to take all the currency that was put in and drain it into here, which is going to go into here, and then this chest, and also dispense the item out of this hopper, which in this case is diamond swords. So we're going to go ahead and put in 1 more water bottle. Now, as you can see, stuff's lighting up, and bam! Good. Don't know if you could see that plop out. Somewhere around here. Here it is. Okay, so the diamond sword dispensed out, and if we open this chest, bam, all the currency's gone. So it's a very effective system. Now, in this example over here, I have a dropper with bottles of enchanting, so you can enchant wherever you want, and it costs 2 water bottles. You can make it cost 1 water bottle, but, So, I'm just going to go ahead, fill it with 2 water bottles, and, oh, it did dispense a bottle of enchanting. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that again. Boop, boop. Oh, should probably put a slab here so it doesn't go everywhere. Stairs is better. Then you can't open that chest in the back. Okay, so let's try this on one more time. And we're going to put in 2 water into here. Boop, boop. And there we go. Yeah, it doesn't always come out straight, but, you can build some blocks around this and make it so it only has an option to go up. Be creative and do whichever you want. So, now, I'm going to explain to you why the currency is water bottles and not diamonds or emeralds or iron, gold, stuff like that. So, over here, to first explain this, is a chest full of water bottles. Now, how this little thing works, okay, Ethan, have a nice day, is this comparator measures how many stacks of items are in the chest. So, since water bottles only stack to 1, they only come in stacks of 1. Well, the max number of water bottles you can hold in one inventory space is 1. You know what I mean. And like tons of other items like diamonds are 64 and stuff. But bam, water bottles just there with 1. You can use potions. Anything like book and quill that only stacks in 1. You can choose whatever you want, you can mix them, and a good idea is flint and steel. see, flint and steel, it can't stack. So what you could do with flint and steel is, I don't know, through some sort of quest or something, you give the player some iron, and then in another quest or whatever, you give them flint, and then they make flint and steel, so they make their currency. You know, you can do whatever you want. So, pretty much, this chart over here shows the top number is how many stacks of items are put into this chest. And I tested everyone out individually. And the bottom number is how many the output of the redstone signal. So how many blocks how many redstone dust it can power. So if we have one stack of items in the chest, it is obviously one output, and then 2 is 2, but there's not a pattern that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, because it could put out a lot of power by that. But what we have here is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, and pretty much what's going to happen is after 2, the top number will increase by 2, and the bottom number will increase by 1, all the way down to 26. And since there's 27 slots in a chest, the 27th one only requires 1 stack of stuff, and I don't know what's happening with him. He probably lost power because there was a snowstorm today and stuff. But anyways, now I'm going to demonstrate this. So if we had, let's say, blocks of diamonds as the currency, and we put a little fact right here. If you just put 1 item in, it powers 1 redstone block. 1 redstone. So be aware of that if you want something to... I had no idea what I was just saying. That didn't even make sense. I didn't know what just came out of my mouth. Okay, well, if for some reason you do prefer to use like 64s, I have no idea why you would, because I'll explain. There's no pros in using it, it's all cons. If you put 1 in, it gives 1 thingy, so it powers 1 redstone, so it doesn't even require 1 stack. So that's another con of having stacks of 64s, or stacks of stuff that its max stack is more than 1. So yeah, pretty much the cons is that you're gonna need to somehow give them all of these stacks of items. You're just gonna need stacks and stacks and stacks. You can't dispense that all through dispensers, obviously. You're gonna need to have some chests or something. And then, I'm just gonna join this party so you can hear me. Let's just go with it. And then over here, we have the water bottle setup. So, it's the same idea, but 1 powers 1, and there's no 63 lost currency due to that. Then we put in 1 more, bam. Put in 2 more, bam. You can see the redstone line here. And yeah, so pretty much this applies to right here. So, however, what is happening with him? Jeez. So, yeah, I have no idea. So, how you can customize how much it costs is by changing the length, the amount of redstone after the comparative. So, pretty much if you want something to cost 1, you just put 1 redstone. 2, you put 2 redstone. 3, you put 4 redstone, and so on and so on and so on. And yeah, that's just how it works. It's really pretty simple for the top. But then you might be wondering why there are so many repeaters right over here. Well, pretty much when you put 10 items in here, it's going to take a while to drain. So, for instance, if we put all these repeaters on one tick, oops, that's 2 ticks. This is just an example. Put all these repeaters on one tick, and we make this thing cost 10 bucks, 10 water bottles, whatever. Bam. Once we put in the 10th one, okay, see how fast that redstone signal went out? Look it left 6 in there. Now, you can use this as an interesting concept. Like, if we enchant, stuff will require a level 30, but it won't take away all 30 levels. So, you can do stuff like that. Like, if something costs 10, but you need to have 20 in them and only takes away 10, you make it an easier difficulty. You can do stuff like that. And now, I'm just going to explain this, if you couldn't tell. This chest would be full of, like, whatever item you want to dispense, drains this and here, and just constantly resupplies this. So, yeah. The great thing about this is it's only 1 block wide. I made sure that it's only 1 block wide, because I had prototypes that were 4 or 5 blocks wide. Then I finally got down to this design. And then the power went out and I had to rebuild it from memory. That sucked. And, yeah. So, that is pretty much it for this video. But I want to say one thing first. If you have this costing 10 water bottles or whatever stuff that stacks in ones, like potions and tools and armor, you could make pants as currency. Think about that. Here, have some pants. That's what you're gonna spend stuff with. Just freaking pants. Now that would actually be a funny idea. Go do that. So, stay tuned for the next video where I will show you how to build and customize the rest of this. In this video, I just touched a little on how to customize, how much it costs. For the next video, I'll be telling you how to make sure that all the items are drained into the chest. And yeah, and that's it for this video. ChickenCraftia signing out. Bye. I'm just gonna exit and save, because why not?